Hi everyone, this is Shadab Akhtar. Before going to start anything, I just want to tell you, please mute your mic. If you have any question in between, you can unmute your mic and you can discuss with me. No problem from my side. Or you can write down in a chat box if you want to ask anything. Let's get started. Welcome to Kuncham TPS Training and Placement Solution Private Limited. This is Shadab Akhtar. Before going to start anything, I want to tell you about myself. My name is Shadab Akhtar. I have completed my MCA in my post graduation. I have around 10 years experience in different company with different projects. I hosted many websites and application databases in DevOps with AWS with Linux. So before going to start anything, I want to tell you about a Kuncham TPS Training and Placement Solution Private Limited. Why Kuncham TPS different from other companies or institutes? These all are key points related to the Kuncham TPS. We will provide you resume preparation, real-time project in resume. I will go for real-time projects because I have done multiple projects in a company and I already involved in a support also in different kind of projects. So we will provide you real-time scenarios, interview questions, mock interviews, client interview schedules, interact with old students who got a place earlier. And we will provide you recorded videos for lifetime access. So you can double check your videos to complete your hands-on and practical anytime. If you will getting any issue related to the hands-on and practical, before going to start new session, we can discuss about the previous issues and problems. We will forward your resume within our network, and we will provide you course completion certificate so that you can mention in your resume. It will provide weightage for your resume, campus recruitment training sessions, and online campus drive, and 100% job placement. So before going to start this demo, I want to discuss about a common question asked from the trainee or a student or client side or AWS account holder side or DevOps engineer side. These all are very common question asks. Who can join this course? And then what would be your designation after complete this course? And what would be expected salary? And what would be a course duration? What are prerequisites for this course? What is not required for this course? And how to prepare for interview and certification? I will go in a 3 modules. In a first module, we will cover a Linux. In a second module, we will cover AWS, Amazon Web Services. In a third module, we will cover DevOps. In each module, first of all, we will understand well about that particular service or tools. After that, we will go for hands-on and practicals. Let's understand who can join this course. If you have experience, so you can join this course and you are welcome to this course. If you have 1 year till 10 years or 15 years experience, you can join this course. And if you have a gap in your education or in your experience, you can join this course. You are welcome to this course. And if you are in bench, then you can join this course. If your project is not assigned and your lead or manager not assign any project to you, you can upgrade your skills, or before going to change your project from your previous project to DevOps with AWS project, you can join this course. You are welcome here. And then, what would be your designation after complete this course? Obviously, your designation will be DevOps engineer, and your designation will be SysOps engineer. If you are not going as a DevOps engineer, you can proceed with SysOps engineer in a company, either a startup company or enterprise level company. And I want to tell you one thing. If you have any question in between, you can unmute your mic and you can directly discuss with me. Otherwise, you can write down in a chat box. So your designation will be DevOps engineer, your designation will be SysOps engineer, and your designation will be Linux admin. So I will go with Linux and different flavors or distributions. And your designation will be AWS admin after completion this course. And you can go as AWS SysOps engineer. You can proceed as AWS architect. If you have much experience, and you can go ahead as a AWS server engineer or server maintenance engineer. You can proceed as, or you can apply for AWS storage engineer, and you can apply for AWS network engineer, and you can apply as a AWS security engineer. So these will be your designation. Once you will complete this course, what would be your designation after complete this course? You can apply for DevOps engineer, you can apply as a SysOps engineer, you can apply as a Linux admin, you can apply as a AWS admin, you can apply as a AWS SysOps engineer, you can apply as a AWS architect, you can apply as a AWS server engineer, you can apply as a AWS storage engineer, you can apply as a AWS network engineer, and you can apply as a AWS security engineer, so that you can protect your infrastructure or your environment. And what would be expected salary? So if you are join, a startup company or enterprise level company, as per the policy, as per the startup company policy or enterprise level company policy, company will provide you salary. So your expected salary will be 6 to 16 lakh per annum. So it totally depends on the company policy. You are going for a startup company or enterprise level company. Your expected salary will be a 6 to 16 lakhs per annum. And what would be course duration? So we will cover most of the time hands-on and practical, and whatever I done in my experience.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, please.
Sir, regarding the salary, you are saying 6 to 16 lakhs of salary. Is that considering me as a fresher?
Not for fresher, not for fresher.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Sir, what if it is? What if we continue in this domain for 5 years? What is the salary or package can we expect in future?
Your voice is breaking. Can you speak loudly, please, Kumar?
Sir, what if we choose this DevOps for, and what if we make a career, and when we see ourselves in the coming future? around 5 to 10 years, and what would be the package at that point of time?
For fresher, you are asking, Kumar?
No, sir. What I'm asking, what if we continue in this domain for 5 to 6 years? Then what is the package can we expect?
Yeah, you can expect to 8 to 16 lakh.
I mean, the maximum it can go up to 16 lakhs. That's
No,
yours.
no, it more than that. It totally depends actually. But these all are the common scenarios, Kumar.
Okay, sir. Okay, thank you.
This is the common scenario. You can, maybe you can get more than that. It totally depends on the company policy. I said, Kumar. Are you getting my point?
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Okay.
I got you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much. So what would be course duration? Course duration will be 50 to 60 hours. 50 to 60 hours. So keep in your mind, these 50 to 60 hours will be hands-on and practical most of the time and real time of tasks, whatever I did in my previous companies. So how to make a pipeline and how to host a static website, dynamic website, how to host databases in AWS cloud, how you can keep your pipeline, how you can keep your website in a pipeline. That kind of stuff I will cover in 50 to 60 hours. And what are prerequisites for this course? So you need AWS account, either company account or your personal account. You need company account or you need personal account. So keep in your mind, if you are going for personal account, your account may be a root account. So you have a owner, you have a super user, you have an administrator. You can do whatever you want in your personal account. If you are going for company account, so you may or may not be a root account holder or super user or administrator. Or maybe you have a limited access in AWS account if you are going for your startup company or enterprise level company. So keep in your mind, it totally depends. If you are going for personal account, obviously you will be a root account holder and then you can do whatever you want. And if you have a knowledge about Linux basics, it's good. Otherwise, I will guide you. Why I'm saying you need a Linux basic knowledge? Because 90% all over the globe, 90% all over the globe, startup company, enterprise level company, or government project hosted in a Linux. Keep in your mind, Linux will be any distribution like Amazon Linux AMI, Red Hat Enterprise Linux, CentOS, Fedora, Gentoo, Ubuntu, SUSE, OpenSUSE, etc. So if you have a Linux basic knowledge, it's good. Otherwise, I will guide you whatever is required for this course, DevOps with AWS. And what is not required for this course? No programming language required. No programming language required. And we are going for infrastructure. We are going for pipeline. If you have a programming language knowledge, it's good. It will provide you benefit in your resume. If you don't have programming language knowledge like Java, .NET, C Sharp, Python, Ruby, Go, YAML, JSON, etc., no need these kind of programming language. You can proceed architect or infrastructure side. Infrastructure side. Infrastructure means launching virtual machines and making a pipeline, keeping a tools, and working with AWS services, etc. So no need any programming language. We are going for infrastructure side. If you have a programming language knowledge or experience, it's good. It will provide you benefit in your resume and how to prepare for interview and certifications. So In daily basis, we will discuss about question and answer related to the certification as well as interview. As I said, I will cover this course in three modules. In first module, we will cover Linux. As I said, Linux is very useful. 90 or 95%, you know, startup, enterprise level company and government project hosted in a Linux. NASA project hosted in a Linux. Mhm. So first of all, we will go to the theory. We will understand the topics. After that, we will go to the hands-on and practical for module 1, module 2. In module 2, AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. Amazon Web Services. So Amazon came into the existence in 2006 officially. So we will cover Amazon Web Services. First of all, we will understand topic or service. After that, we will go to the hands-on and practical. In module 3, we will cover DevOps. DevOps is a click compound of development, development and operation tools. So DevOps is a click compound of development and operation tool. You will be a responsible person to take care of development tools as well as operation tools. So what topic we will cover? Let's understand here. So we are going for, you know, three modules. In module 1, we will cover Linux. In module 2, we will cover AWS. AWS stands for Amazon Web Services. And then in module 3, we will cover DevOps. DevOps is a click compound of development and operation tools. As a DevOps engineer, your responsibility to take care of pipeline. Pipeline means CI/CD pipeline. CI, continuous integration. CD, continuous delivery. CI and CD, continuous integration and continuous delivery. You will be a responsible person as a DevOps engineer to take care of pipeline. CI and CD, continuous integration and continuous delivery. Either you are working with on-premise environment. Can you please remove these lines? Uh, Saras Kumar. Saras Kumar, can you please remove these lines? Don't try, please. So DevOps is a click compound of development and operation. CI stands for continuous integration. CD stands for continuous delivery. You will be a responsible person to take care of CI as well as CD. And in CI, you are going to maintain virtual machines, server, and sometime dedicated server management team will take care of virtual machine, server, host, etc. And you will be a responsible person to install Git. Git is a version control system. And you will be a responsible person to take care of GitHub, Bitbucket, etc. So this will be a cloud repository where you can keep your central project, and developer can updates their codes and commits into a GitHub. There are multiple options in DevOps tools like a GitHub, Bitbucket, etc. And then you are going for Jenkins. Jenkins will continuous integration server. Jenkins will continuous integration server. So this is this is heart of DevOps team. From scratch or from infrastructure side, if you are going to maintain these resources, it means you are going for CI, continuous integration. So your responsibility to launch virtual machine server either on-premise environment or in your cloud environment. You will be a responsible person to take care of Git, GitHub, and Jenkins. This is known as CI. And CD means continuous delivery. Continuous delivery. So you will be taking care of preparing a pipeline for QA environment. QA means testing environment. Within a company, you can test your application or website or your databases. So QA means within a company you are going to test or your company is going to test application, database, website, etc. And then production environment. Production means you are going to release your website, your application to all over globe, and you want to allow to everyone access your website as well as your application. So you are going to make a pipeline, continuous delivery pipeline for QA or testing environment within a company. You are going to test your application or website or your database, and you are going to make a pipeline in a production environment. Mhm. And these topics we will cover. In a first level, we will cover Linux. Linux, as I said, 90 to 95% is startup company, enterprise level company, and government projected hosted in a Linux. Either, you know, Amazon Linux AMI or Red Hat Enterprise Linux, SUSE, OpenSUSE, CentOS, Ubuntu, Fedora, Gentoo, etc. So we will cover these topics: introduction to the Linux or Unix, overview about a client and server operating system, so on and so forth. In a level 2, we will cover DevOps methodology. Introduction to DevOps methodology. Before DevOps, people was working in build and release kind of stuffs. This is totally manually kind of stuffs. No one is like manually kind of stuffs. I'm a lazy kind of person. I don't want to go for manually kind of stuffs. I want to automate the resource provisioning. This kind of mentality have all over the globe in a startup company, enterprise level company. They need, everybody needs automation. After build and release, traditional waterfall model came into the existence in SDLC. SDLC stands for Software Development Life Cycle. SDLC stands for Software Development Life Cycle. So most of the people know very well about SDLC. In SDLC, first step will be gathering information or collecting information from customer and client. Second goes to architect side. So architect will design a prototype or architecture for application or website. And then next goes to the admin side. And next step or phase goes to development side. So developer like a Java, .NET, C Sharp, Python, Ruby, Go programming developer can develop application or website. And then next stage or phase goes to the testing side. And then next phase goes to maintenance side, support, maintenance, support, etc. Gathering information, architect, admin side, development side, testing side, monitoring side, or support side. So these SDLC, software development lifecycle approach, uses in a startup company as well as in a enterprise level company. So in waterfall model came into the existence after build and release. And there are a lot of disadvantage or limitation in a waterfall model. After waterfall model, agile methodology came into the existence. Agile methodology also have a drawbacks and limitation. That's why DevOps methodology came into the existence in a market. This time, too much requirement for DevOps with AWS engineer in a market, because very less resources available in a market. If you have a good knowledge about AWS, DevOps and Linux services, resources and tools and commands, so there are a lot of requirement in a project, in a startup company as well as in enterprise level company. In level 3, we will cover cloud concepts. So cloud is too much demanding in a market right now. And AWS is a leading organization all over the globe last 10 years. So we can host application website in AWS cloud. In level 4, we will cover introduction to AWS. AWS came into the existence in 2006 officially. And you can go as a support engineer in AWS. So in level 5, we will cover billing and pricing and support option in AWS. So if you able to create cases and taking care of client or issues, then you can go as a support engineer in AWS. You know, um, you can ex- expect 6 to 14 lakh package if you are going in Amazon company. This is a standard package for Amazon company if you are going as a support engineer. In level 6, we will cover EC2. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. EC2 stands for Elastic Compute Cloud. It is a virtual server in a cloud. You can launch Linux virtual machine, you can launch Windows virtual machine from EC2 options. And you can host your application, database, and your website in EC2 as an infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service means, see, cloud computing model. Cloud computing model. Cloud computing model further categorized into three form. Cloud computing model further categorized into two form. First one is a service model, and then second one will be a deployment model. And service model further categorized into three form. First one is known as infrastructure as a service. Infrastructure as a service. Second one is known as platform as a service. And third one is known as software as a service. Software as a service. Infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, and software as a service. In deployment model, we will cover public cloud and then private cloud and then hybrid cloud. Cloud computing model further categorized into two forms, service model and then deployment model. Service model further categorized into three forms. First one, infrastructure as a service. Second one, platform as a service. Third one, software as a service. And deployment model further categorized into three forms. First one is known as public cloud, second one is known as private cloud, and third one is known as hybrid cloud. So EC2 comes under infrastructure as a service. EC2 comes under infrastructure as a service. So AWS maintain hardware and resources. Hardware and resources. Amazon will take care of hardware or data center or routing or switching kind of stuffs. And in infrastructure as a service, you will maintain or your company will maintain operating systems, means how to launch virtual machine, either a Linux virtual machine or Windows virtual machine. And you are going to maintain, website, web application, and databases. You will maintain website, applications, databases. So in infrastructure as a service, AWS will maintain, you know, hardware resources, data center, routing, switching kind of stuffs, and you are going to maintain operating system, and you are going to maintain, or your company is going to maintain website, application, databases, etc. So EC2 option have a multiple options like on-demand instances, reserve instances, support instances. We will go deep dive when we will start sessions. In a level 7, we will cover AWS storage option. You can, you know, keep unlimited data in AWS. I said unlimited data. Yes, this is correct. You can upload unlimited data in AWS. There are multiple options like image, audio file, video file, tar file, zip file, etc. You can host in AWS. And then security is a shared responsibility. Some responsibilities goes to AWS side, some responsibilities goes to the user side, client side, and customer side. So as a DevOps engineer, as a AWS admin, this is your responsibility to protect your company data, company website, application. Or this is your responsibility to protect infrastructure, company infrastructure. As a AWS security engineer, this is your responsibility. So you can protect environment via the IAM service. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. In IAM, you can create user and you can create groups. You can create a roles, you can use the policies. And in a level 9, we will cover VPC. This is one of core service in AWS. This is very vast. AWS networking. Without networking, there is no sense of AWS data center. There is no sense of AWS regions. So as a network engineer, one of option VPC is for you. And in a level 10, we will cover Amazon database options. If your application is a dynamic kind of application and you want to host your application, you need database obviously. So database will be in RDS. RDS stands for Relational Database Service. RDS stands for Relational Database Service. You can launch here MySQL database, Microsoft SQL database, PostgreSQL database, Amazon Aurora, MariaDB, and Oracle in RDS. Non-RDS databases is ideal for social networking sites, or it is ideal for big data kind of application. So DynamoDB is one of example of non-relational database. In the level 11, we will cover Route 53. Route 53 is a DNS, domain name system and domain name server. For example, you want to host your application in AWS, then you need website, DNS name or domain name. For example, www.example.com. Obviously, this name you need to purchase from Amazon or any another vendor. One of example is GoDaddy. So this domain name you will purchase either from Amazon or you can purchase from any another vendor. As per your domain name, Amazon will charge you like .com, .org, .in. If you are going for .com, Amazon will charge you $12 for entire year. So 1 year your domain name will be valid. After 1 year, you have to renewal your domain name obviously. So you can go to level 11 and we will cover Route 53 and many more feature and options available in AWS. We will go deep dive when we will start classes. In a level 12, we will cover cloud formation. If you are aware about one of tool Terraform in DevOps, so you can understand well about cloud formation. So Terraform is an infrastructure as a code. Terraform, Terraform, one of tool in DevOps. So Terraform is an infrastructure as a code. Infrastructure as a code. So, for example, you have Terraform in your laptop, and if you have Terraform in your laptop, and then you want to create resources in AWS via code. So you can, you know, run your Terraform script in your laptop and resources will create in AWS environment. So cloud formation is ideal for automation. Cloud formation is ideal for YAML. yet another markup language, or yet aren't markup language, yet another markup language, or yet aren't markup language, or it is ideal for JSON. By default, your code will generate in JSON. Your code will generate in JSON. If you want to convert from JSON to YAML, you can. YAML is also used in Ansible, yet another markup language, or yet aren't markup language. So Ansible is a configuration management tool. You can push a configuration from your control server to remote server. So Ansible is also one of DevOps tool. We will cover Ansible. So CloudFormation is ideal for multiple resources you can keep in a one glance. That is known as stake. For example, you want to, create WordPress WordPress website. So you need database, obviously. You can keep your virtual machine, and you can keep your database, you can keep your network, and you can keep your WordPress, and then you can proceed with a stack. In single glance, you can keep multiple resources, and you can create multiple resources in a one glance. That is known as CloudFormation stack. We will cover deep dive. And then in level 13, we will cover AWS monitoring. This is ideal for maintenance team, monitoring team, support team. And then in level 14, we will cover AWS content delivery service. You can distribute your static and dynamic content all over the globe edge locations. In level 15, we will cover Git. Previously or currently, people is working with SVN, but SVN have a lot of drawbacks. That's why Git came into the existence in a market. Via the Git, you can keep locally, your data or your commits. In level 16, we will cover GitHub. GitHub will be a cloud repository. You can push your code into a cloud repository or central repository. And in the level 17, we will cover Apache Tomcat. We will work manually with Apache Tomcat. We will keep as a pipeline Apache Tomcat. So we will use Apache Tomcat for automation. And then in level 18, we will cover Jenkins. Jenkins is the heart of DevOps team. Jenkins is a continuous integration server. You can work with the multiple plugins with Jenkins. And in a level 19, we will cover Docker. Docker is a containerization. Docker is a containerization. You can keep multiple images on a top of virtual machine or your server. In a level 20, we will cover Ansible. Ansible is a configuration management tool. You can push a configuration from your control server to remote server. And in a level 21, we will cover Kubernetes deep dive. Kubernetes is a container orchestrator. And then in level 22, we will cover Maven. In level 23, we will cover SonarQube. And in level 24, we will cover Promotes. So these, levels we will cover in three modules. Module 1, Linux, Module 2, AWS, and Module 3, we will cover DevOps. So far, if you have any question, you can ask me, please. I don't know the name of this guy, 67797DD8. Can you please tell me about your name? Okay. Siva, do you have any question till here?
No, sir.
Okay. Navya, do you have any question?
No, sir.
Okay. Rajashekar, do you have any question?
Yes, if we
Yeah.
learn this, know AWS or DevOps, right?
Uh, can you repeat again, please?
If we learn this course,
Mm-hmm.
hello,
Yeah, please go ahead.
if we learn these three modules,
Mhm.
can we go AWS architect or DevOps engineer, right?
Yeah, correct. So, what is my agenda? See, if in my course, DevOps with AWS, I will go for cloud practitioner and then I will go for associate level. So, I will cover three courses in this module. First, AWS cloud practitioner. See, I want to go for aws.amazon.com and then / certifications. So Rajesh Shekhar, let's understand what I will cover in AWS. First, I will cover cloud practitioner. Okay. Then I will go to the operation as well as architect. These three courses I will cover in this, you know, course. Are you getting my point? Mm-mm. Pallavi, do you have any question? Pallavi, do you have any question? Saras Kumar, do you have any question? Shashidhar,
Yeah, no, no.
okay. Siva, do you have any question till here?
No, sir.
Okay. So it is enough related to the demo, and most of the time I will cover practical and hands-on when we will start classes. Okay. So if you have, again, I want to ask if you have any doubt, any question, you can ask me.
Sir,
Yes, Siva.
before joining this class, we should have any experience like that related to DevOps,
Um,
or no need, directly we can join.
Directly you can join because we here I here for to you make expert in tools as well as in services. Siva.
Okay.
Okay.
Uh, okay, sir.
I will
That,
guide you. I will guide you from scratch to, associate level or enterprise level resources
uh,
as well as services. Don't worry.
actually, I am from BPS, Business Process Services.
Mm-hmm.
That's why coming to core subjects, IT.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanna clarify my doubt. That's it.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't.
no problem. I will guide you from scratch or beginning from starting. I will guide you. Don't
Okay,
worry.
sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Anyone have any question? Feel free to ask me, please.
Yeah, what is the course fee and duration?
Actually, duration will be 50 to 60 hour, and fee will tell our team, Kuncham TPS team. You can contact to the team. They will guide you. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Yeah. Anyone else? Anyone have any question?
And what is the placement process?
Yeah, team will tell you.
Yeah, okay.
Shashidhar. Uh,
Okay.
the team will tell you each and every point.
Yeah, do we have a session for that?
Yeah, we have.
Yeah, okay, thank you.
We have. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Navya, do you have any question? Pallavi.
Will
No,
you
sir.
send will you send this recorded
Yeah, team will share you.
Okay.
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 Pallavi, do you have
No,
any?
sir.
Okay. Okay. Shashi Kumar, Shashidhar, Siva.
No, sir.
Okay. Thank you so much. So when we will start the classes, then I will go to the hands-on and practical, and I will start from very basic or very beginning, and we will go till enterprise level tools and resources so that you can clear your interview and you can clear your certification exams. So it will help you a lot. Thank you so much for your precious time. Thank you so much. Bye.
Thank
Take
you. Right.